Hi, guys. This is Uma coming to you this Sunday, November 23rd, with an update. And I am absolutely, completely not prepared to make this video. I'm going to be very honest with you guys. But, things have been moving very quickly for me at my center, the Lotus and the Light. And I've been making a lot of changes. And I have basically been fumbling. I have been fumbling the ball hard. So, first, I want to start with an apology to anyone who is in my subscriber group, the Lotus Circle. I know you have been manhandled for the past few months, and I apologize profusely for that. But hopefully, these changes that I'm making will make your life better. And for those of you that are watching and are curious, maybe you might be interested in joining me in the Lotus Circle. So we're going to get into it. This is a completely unscripted, unprepared video of me sharing with you the changes I'm making at my center concerning our subscriber groups. And hopefully it makes more sense. And you guys are going to want to join me because so far, it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. I started the Lotus Circle subscriber group in July. I've ran into so many problems, and that's why I've decided to make some updates. So beginning December 1st, 2025, I have to say that because, my videos on YouTube, they stay up there. All right. They go evergreen forevermore. So if you're watching this video, I made this for the changes coming about December 1st, 2025. The Lotus Circle is breaking into two main circles. And the reason why I do that is because at Lotus, I tend to service two specific kinds of populations, which is rare because when you meet a healer, when you meet a teacher, they only focus on one area. But, there's something wrong with me ever since I was a kid. And I just feel I could do it. I could do it. So I'm going to talk about each of these two circles, who it is meant for, and why you should consider signing up. Because just to give you like a spoiler alert, it's hella affordable. And I'm pretty sure you're going to see the bang you're going to get for your buck. And that's what I'm hoping you get into. So let's first start with the original Lotus Circle. So in the original Lotus Circle, we had all these events, like 8 to 10 events, and we had discounts and services. And then we had a private Facebook group. And then we had so many things going on that the people that signed up from July got really super lost. And it didn't really fit for everything, for everyone, because they didn't want all the classes, all the different things. So that's why we decided to come up with a split. Introducing the new Lotus Circle. This is only going to be a membership for 4 events a month. All of these events, by the way, guys, they're all online. So whether you're watching me from Canada, London, I have one person from the Philippines, right? Shout out to you. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is the time difference, but that, you're going to have to figure that out. But all of my classes for the Lotus Circle will be on Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you subscribe to the Lotus Circle, it's going to be Wednesday evenings, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this is what you get for your membership. You get invitations to the Lotus Forecast Circle, the Lotus Manifestation Circle, the Lotus Love Circle, and Everyday Spirituality Circle. Let's get into it. The Lotus Forecast Circle is going to be scheduled on the first Wednesday of the month. And in this circle, we're going to look at the forecast for the month. We're talking about the astrology. So if you are an astrology lover or an astrology student, this would be a great circle for you because we're going to learn about the astrology of the month and we're going to discuss it. It's not a class, it's a get together, it's a meetup. We're going to talk about what it means when Mercury trines Saturn or whatever else, right? Also, I'm going to bring the horoscopes for each of the 12 zodiac signs so you can have an idea of what's to come for the month. Of course, we're going to have a guided meditation focusing on the theme of the month, do some journaling. And for those of you who want a specific reading, you have an option at the end of the event to book me right there, right then for a monthly reading. Now, usually, guys, I have a rate that I charge for a mini reading, but you guys will be getting a huge discount. All right, a huge discount. So if you do want to get that monthly reading and you're in that circle that night, it's very possible for you to get it. I usually like put five appointments up at the end of the class, so that way you can check it out. So the Lotus Forecast Circle is going to be on the first Wednesday of the month, and we're looking at what is the energy coming in for the month. On the second Wednesday of the month, we're going to have our Manifestation Circle. Now, some of you have been with me for a very long time. My center has been around for 16 years. And you guys probably remember when I used to host Manifestation Mondays at Lotus. Well, this is based off of Manifestation Mondays. So on the second Wednesday of the month, I'm going to guide you into a theta meditation to get you into the theta brainwave. And then from that place, we're going to do our goal setting. We're going to write down what we want to manifest for the month, for the year, for the day, for the week. And then I'm going to create the manifestation vortex. Now, if you've never been in one of those by me, I have to toot my own horn about this. I'm really good at creating a manifestation vortex. In fact, my center used to be overrun on Monday noon. I can't even believe I used to put this class up on Mondays at noon and think nobody would come, right? Because it's like everybody's at work. No, we would be filled to the brim with people coming, because what happened was they started manifesting really quickly. And they all said to me, Uma, that vortex thing you do, that really takes off. So we're going to be bringing back the manifestation vortex. And then again, after the event, if anyone wants to do an energy assessment where I look at your energy, I give you some advice, give you some tips, that will be for an extra cost, but you can hang back and get yourself an energy assessment to set you up for the month. All right. So the Lotus Manifestation Circle is going to be on the second Wednesday of the month. On the third Wednesday, we are introducing something brand new. It's called the Lotus Love Circle. Now, most of you know that I am a streamer on TikTok and on Meet Me and on YouTube, and we do a lot of conversations about love and relationships. I am a spiritual love coach. I myself am in a conscious relationship with my soulmate, and I have a lot of dating advice and dating tips for those of you that want a conscious connection. The Lotus Love Circle is going to be focusing on that. We're not just talking about what you can do to attract love. We're going to be talking about everything, what you can do for yourself to get ready for love, what your boundaries should be like, what your casting should look like, right? What your vetting process should be. We're going to be discussing all things love and relationships. And of course, at the end of the event, if you wanted to get a love reading, you can do that for an extra cost. All right. So the Lotus Love Circle, a sacred space for healing relationships, self-worth, attachment patterns, communication, and finally calling in aligned love. That will be on the third Wednesday of the month. Then to end out the month, the fourth Wednesday of the month, we are going to have the Everyday Spirituality Circle. This is for people who want to incorporate more spiritual practices in their life and you don't know where to start. This is it for you. All right. It's a practical spirituality class. We're going to discuss rituals, intuition, how to work with your intuition, cleansing practices, mindful living, spiritual integration of all the things. And this is going to be really great for those of you that are just ready to incorporate spiritual practices into your daily life. At the end of the event, whoever pays that extra fee will hang back and we will have a private energy clearing circle. So if the whole month just weighed you down and you're like, I just need a boost, Uma, this would be it. The energy clearing circle at the Now remember, all 4 of these events are going to be held on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have to say that because a lot of you are watching me from not even all around the country, but all around the world. So if you do sign up to be in the subscriber group, you have to remember the time zone and be ready to be there. It's easy to join my Lotus Circle. There's the link right there. It's going to be in the description of this video. You can just click it and join. As soon as you click it, it's going to take you right to PayPal. You're going to sign up. You're going to pay your first monthly fee, which I didn't even mention that because remember, I told you this is not scripted. It is $22 a month. That's it for all 4 classes. So we're talking about less than $6 a week you're paying to be in these classes and to get a whole bunch of information and practice and techniques in manifesting, in love, in astrology and forecasting, and then finally in everyday spirituality. It's a steal, if you ask me. So this is what the new Lotus Circle is going to be like starting December 1st. But wait, there's more. We also have another subscriber group, and this is the Spirit Circle. Now, the Spirit Circle is specifically for people who want spiritual healing, psychic development. You are probably thinking about becoming a professional healer. You're probably thinking about working with your intuition. You might want to start taking on clients as a psychic or a medium, but you need to have your practice so that you can get better and better at what you do. The Spirit Circle is going to be something that you're going to be interested in. In this membership, we meet on Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to have 4 events: a psychic chat and readings night, psychic development class, mediumship development class, and channeling development class. So let's get into it. On the first Monday of the month, we're going to have psychic chat and readings. This is where you can ask me anything. I've been a professional psychic medium and a psychic mediumship mentor for over 16 years. I've personally worked on over 15,000 clients and students. So I probably have the answers. And if I don't, I have a whole host of friends, professionals that can give you the answers that you need. So in this event, we're going to have interactive Q&A. You can ask me about your intuitive development, your psychic growth. We will have live mini readings. I'm not the only person reading. Everybody's reading. Bring your cards, bring your pendulum. You know, we like to give readings to each other. It's like a way for us to just get together and bond over our mutual love of everything psychic and tarot. It's a great event to help you build your intuition. And also it's a safe space for experimenting. All right. I'm not teaching. It's not a development class. It's just a chat. So you don't have to worry about me saying, you know, that's wrong. You didn't get that right. It's just something very easygoing. This will be on the first Monday of the month. Remember, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The second Monday of the month will be psychic development. I currently have 6 topics that I circled through. You might wonder and say, Uma, why not more than 6? Well, we'll get there. But I think mastery comes from practicing the same thing over and over again. So some of our topics that I could remember off the top of my head are pendulum divination, tarot and oracle cards, remote viewing, psychometry. Yeah, that's it. I can't remember the other 2. Okay. I think one of them is auras, and I think the other one is chakras. I'm not sure. But the idea is that when you take the class, you don't just take it once. You know, you take it and then you take it again, and you take it again, and you keep taking it until you get really good at it. So on the second Monday of the month, we're using this class to strengthen your clear senses. You're going to be given exercises to actually do with other fellow students. And I'm going to help you in a teacher role, right? Teacher role. So this is going to be expensive, right? Not necessarily. On the third Monday of the month, we're going to do mediumship development. Now, this is a little bit more for the intermediate to advanced students. This is really for people who are actually giving readings in the community, and they just want a safe space to keep, you know, practicing their skill. But it's also open to new mediums who are beginning their development process. So in this, we're going to have safe mediumship practices. You're going to learn blending with spirit and how to deliver evidential messages. Now, I will forewarn you that I am a teacher in this role. So that last bit there about building ethical foundations, if I find that you're doing something that is not an ethical thing to do or not even mediumship, I will call it out. in a gentle manner, but I will call it out. So just be aware if you're coming to mediumship development, you are getting a class, a professional mentor helping you with your skills. So please remember, it's constructive criticism. And then finally, we end out the month with channeling development. That's going to be on the fourth Monday of the month, where you connect with your guides, explore vocal and energetic channeling, and learn how to expand your higher awareness. I love this class because I'm a channeler. So I love any opportunity where I can just sit back and let spirit speak. So if you're drawn to channeling, trance work, automatic speaking, inspired speaking, this would be the event for you. Now, you might think all four of these classes must be super expensive, right? Nope. It's also $22 a month. So less than $6 for A-class training from an A-class mentor. Now, you can have the option of bundling both of those. You might be like, I want to be in class every Monday and Wednesday. That would be the Lotus Mastery Bundle. You pay $44 a month and you get invitation to all 8 events. What's the math on that? Like less than $7, right? 6, 8, 6, less than $6 still for 8 events. And it's all with amazing training, well thought out classes, organization, and flow. So I hope to see you guys in my circles. I decided to do this because I've been teaching for over 16 years. And the one thing I've noticed in the community is that there's so many people taking so many classes from so many mentors and nobody's getting anywhere. But yet the world is needing the light workers to wake up and to share their abilities with the community. So if you're in that path and you're interested in being the light worker that you are, and you're wanting to kind of tiptoe into development, you don't want to commit to like a 3,000 or 5,000 training package, this is the best way to do it. All right. If you want to reach out to me, I do put my my email, my website, they're all over in the comments. Just contact me and we can talk about it. But if you're ready, the links are there. Just sign up and then you'll get a welcome email from me and we'll get it going. Also, you might be wondering, okay, how am I going to get the links for these classes? Well, that was an original problem with the original Lotus Circle. We were just having so much miscommunication and problems with people RSVPing for events. So what we do is at the beginning of the month, whoever has signed up, you will get an email with all the links to the events that you signed up for. So if you signed up for the Spirit Circle, you're going to get 4 Zoom links for the 4 classes. If you signed up for the Master Bundle, you'll get 8 Zoom links to all the events. All right. And then you just got to show up. So I hope that you do join me. I'm really excited about this. And I really hope that you are too. I look forward to seeing you guys. See you soon.